Hey, what's going on, scholars? Thanks for checking in. My name is Arian Bryant, and today I wanted to share a story about Martin Niemoller, a man whose journey from complicity to conscience offers us a lot to think about in these divisive times. Let's start at the beginning. Niemoller wasn't always a hero. Born in Germany in 1892, he grew up conservative, a nationalist, and ready to rebuild his country's pride after World War I. When Hitler rose to power, Niemoller was on board. He saw a leader who spoke to Germany's pain and promised to make it strong again. Sound familiar? But then things changed. Hitler's Nazi regime wasn't about renewal, it was about oppression. And when they started targeting the church, Niemoller realized he'd been cheering for the wrong team. He resisted. He spoke out. And it cost him everything: his freedom, his safety, and his position. Yet in losing those things, Niemoller found his conscience and his courage. Fast forward to the years after the war. Niemoller wasn't just a survivor, he was a voice for justice. His haunting confession, "First they came for the communists, and then I did not speak out," is a reminder that silence is dangerous. It's not just passive, it's complicity. So why am I bringing this up now? Because we're in a moment where silence feels easier than speaking out. Political fractures, shifting alliances, and rising tensions have folks scared to step up, but Niemoller's story calls us out. Are we speaking up when it counts? Are we standing with those being targeted, even when it doesn't seem to affect us directly? Think about it. Right now, we're seeing divisions even within communities that have historically stood together. I wrote about this recently, how some voters supported the incoming administration despite the deeply insulting rhetoric and policies. It stung to Black people and Black communities who fought so hard for civil rights. But this isn't the time for finger pointing. It's a time for dialogue, a time for coalition building, time for us to ask, how do we repair trust? How do we create a space for accountability and reconciliation? Here's where Niemoller's lesson comes in. He shows us that transformation is possible, but it takes humility, courage, and action. Silence, whether out of fear or indifference, isn't an option. Injustice doesn't wait for us to feel ready to confront it. As we move forward and leading up to the next elections, let's commit to doing the hard work. Let's engage in conversations that bridge divides, even when it's uncomfortable. Let's hold each other accountable while making space for growth. Before I wrap up, I'll leave you with this. When the lies that fuel division begin to unravel, and they will, how can you engage those who were misled? What practical steps can you take today to ensure our communities are ready to stand united when the stakes are highest? To those who may one day look back and regret their vote, I ask you, can you truly confront the reality of what is tearing us apart? It is not the economy. It is not identity politics. The real divide comes from something much deeper. A fear of losing power, of a future where the country does not look or feel the way you were taught it should. But here's the truth. This change is inevitable, and it is not your enemy. It is a chance to grow, to embrace a future where we all thrive, not just some of us. If you cannot make peace with this shifting reality, if you cannot confront this fear and recognize how it is being weaponized to keep us divided, then this message may not be for you. Not yet. But when that time comes, and I hope it does, remember this: holding on to fear only hurts us all. Let it go. There is more power in unity than clinging to the illusions of the past. Let us find that power together. I'm Arian Bryant, your Boogie Down scholar. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay vigilant. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace and progress.